Alright. So yeah, welcome to astrology classes on YouTube. Okay. So as I said recently on my website and all, I will be more available, more present on YouTube or Instagram now. Those of you who don't know me, uh, I'm into astrology from last about 10 years. I started learning around 2013. And from 2014 to be exact, like October 2014 was the time when I started my Facebook page. Then in January 2015, I started my website. And from June 2015, I'm like a full-time astrologer, a full-time professional astrologer. So I've been like writing regularly on the website. My website is astrosaxena.com and .in. So I've been writing regularly from last 10 years, and somehow I feel that my writing work is almost over. Okay, I'm not saying astrology is almost over for me. I'm just saying that my writing work is almost over. Okay, whatever I wanted to write, I've already written. I don't want to write anything further. If like I find something interesting, like recently I posted something on the metaphor of the Truman Show, the movie. I wrote upon it. I will obviously write on annual transits and all, so that I will do. But largely on astrology, I don't see myself writing another series of articles and all because I have covered almost everything which I wanted to cover. Again, I'm not saying I have covered everything in astrology. I'm just saying what I wanted to cover, I have covered. Initially, when I started the site or the Facebook page, my initial target was only like 100 articles, something like that. I never planned to continuously write. Okay, so my initial view that was that I will write about 100 articles, the basic articles on the houses and planets and the signs. That's it. But obviously, people started coming in with their inputs and their suggestions, and they started asking me about different things in astrology, and I continue to write. And the result is this: there are about like 2,000 plus articles on the site. But as I said, now this is like from writing perspective, I think it is over. So that's why I decided to like be more present on visual platforms like YouTube or Instagram, where I can help people, serve people through whatever little I know about astrology, or if I know anything about spirituality. Okay, so from now onwards, this will be the way I will be. Posting videos regularly so that you can watch and you can learn. Although I'm active on YouTube from like 2017, I've made videos on astrological concepts before also, but they were all like scattered. Okay, like scattered in different directions. They were not like streamlined or well structured and all. So I was just doing as per the request. Okay. Also, I was doing this weekly Q&A sessions. Even those Q&A sessions, it was like of whatever is question, conceptual question of the person. I was just responding to that. But now what I am planning to do is have a proper way of learning through the basics of astrology till the time till the point I know about astrology. Okay, I would like to share all of that. So these sessions will be like going into the uh, this sequential order from the very beginning, from the very basics to deep and advanced concepts of astrology. That is my aim through these videos. Okay, so this is why the first video is all about origins of astrology. Uh, so I will start with origins of astrology, and then I will go into next session can be about different streams and branches of astrology. My views on that, which stream is better, which stream is not better. We will discuss that, and then the next will be like the astrological chart. Okay, how it is made and how it is like how it should be understood, the making of astrological chart. Okay, and then we will progress further with different concepts of astrology and all. Okay, so this session will be largely based on this origins of astrology. In the next session we will go move ahead one after the other. So let's start with this one. Okay, origins of astrology or origin of astrology. Okay, so rather than like we definitely know all the people who follow astrology and all, they know that okay, astrological planetary placements in their chart and all are impacting our life. So from where this astrology is coming, if someone wants to know or what someone asks us that from where astrology is coming and how it is impacting our life so much. Okay, so how to know from where the origin of astrology is. So this session is all about that. Okay, understand that we can not directly jump into that time period where the astrology might have begun, if there was any beginning. Okay, we have to start from where we are right now. We have to start from where we start like learning about astrology, or there is something called astrology and all, from where we get introduced towards astrology. So suppose if there is a person like me who had no introduction of astrology in the family, no introduction at all. Like no one in my family was ever interested in like astrology. My father was little bit interested in palmistry and all, but nothing like taking it as a profession or like going deep into it. Okay, nothing like that. So from where a person like me can be introduced to astrology, our first introduction is through newspapers, is through magazines, or even like news channels, TV channels, and all, where we get to know about daily horoscope and weekly horoscope, or monthly or yearly horoscopes, monthly, yearly predictions, and all. That how 2025 will go for you, how 2024 was for you, and all. That is what this initial introduction is for us. Okay, that is when we come to know that there is something called astrology. There is something called astrology which impacts our life, and our life runs as per the planetary placements in our chart and in the sky. This is the first introduction we get. Okay, then we grow up little bit. We start learning about different religions, different philosophies, different cultures of the world, and we start finding some references in different religions. Okay, in different cultures about astrology. They may be positive references, they may be negative references, doesn't matter. At least the reference is there. Understand what I'm trying to say? Even if some mythological book, some religious book is telling that astrologers are charlatans, Okay, astrologers are frauds. Even then, it is accepted that astrology was present there. Okay, even if a negative reference also means the presence of astrology in that time. Right now, we only want to know the origin. So, if astrology is present, that means it has already originated before that. Like, if we start with Christianity, okay, the Bible, the Holy Bible, one of the most popular verse of Bible is three wise men followed the stars and reached the barn. Okay, it is around Jesus Christ birth time. Okay, the story of the Jesus Christ birth, and this phrase comes, this verse comes. Three wise men followed the stars and reached the barn. What does it mean? Three wise men followed the stars. Who follows the stars? Astrologers follow the stars. Okay, who are these three wise men? I would understand this is like clear reference of astrologers of that time, that these three astrologers followed the stars and predicted something about Jesus Christ's birth. This is something we can understand from this metaphor or from this verse, that three wise men followed the stars and reached the barn. So these three wise men were astrologers who followed the stars, who tried to read the stars or planetary placements and predicted about the birth of Jesus Christ. Then you may like this download any version of Bible, okay, from the Old Testament to the New Testament, whatever you want to like read, you can download any version of the Bible, and you can just control things like Jupiter, Mars, words like Jupiter, Mars, or astrology or astrologers. You will get some reference. As I said, it may be negative reference. It may be like uh, things like astrologers are frauds. But even that reference shows that astrology was present at that time. I don't mind negative reference, but reference means the presence of astrology in that time. This shows that astrology was present in the times of when Christianity developed, or even before that. Okay. Now, if we go before that, okay, if we go into Buddhism, okay, uh, Gautam Buddha's story is all about astrology only. Okay, if you see his story around his birth, that after the birth of Gautam Buddha, at that time he was Gautam Siddhartha. At the time of his birth, the astrologers of his time predicted that either this child will be a great king or great monk. So this also shows the existence of astrology in Buddhist times. Even this word Buddha is nothing but the Hindi translation of Mercury. Buddha is nothing but Mercury. Okay, so this is where we can see a clear indication towards astrology in Buddhist times. So it shows that astrology was present in Buddhist time also. If we go beyond that, Mahabharata. Okay, there are many references of astrology in Mahabharata. Many references, one after the other. The author of Mahabharata is Vedvyas, whose father is Parashara, and Parashara is the one who has written this Bharat Parashara Purashastra, which till date remains the Bible for any astrologer. Okay, till date people follow 5,000 years from Mahabharata, and people are still ready to follow this Bharat Parashara Purashastra. Okay, this itself shows that astrology or astrologers were present in Mahabharata times. Among all the this these five Pandav brothers, okay, a youngest of them was Sahadev. The story goes that Sahadev was like an astrologer. He was good in astrology, and he was like the story what I read online. is that he was the one who predicted the right time to start the war. Okay, this is one of the story of Mahabharata. Okay, so this shows that presence of astrology or astrologers in Mahabharata times. There are other references also, like if you look at the killing of Jayadratha, okay, killing of Jayadratha in the Mahabharata war by Arjun. We know the story that Lord Krishna caused the eclipse to happen, caused the Rahu to cover the sun, which caused the eclipse, by which it provided some help, some time to Arjun to kill Jayadratha. Opportunity, I should say, opportunity to kill Jayadratha. Okay, so this story also shows the presence of astrology, the eclipses, the Rahu covering the sun. Okay, so it shows the like presence of astrology in Mahabharata times. If we go beyond that, Ramayana, okay, in this Mahabharata was Dwapar, and Ramayana was Treta. The main antagonist of Ramayana is Ravan. Okay, Ravan was Mahapandit of his time. Okay, he was such a great astrologer that he had control over planets, as per the stories which we read. That he had definite control over planets. There is a story when his child was taking birth, his son was taking birth, Indrajit. He made sure that every planet is in such a position that any child taking birth will be immortal in that moment. Okay, in that moment, if any child takes birth, he will be immortal. Obviously, his plans didn't get succeed, but this also shows that the person an astrologer was there, astrology was there. So we can see the like origins of astrology are going far beyond our comprehension. Okay. uh, Normally accepted first organized religion on this earth is Zoroastrianism. Okay, and first prophet is considered as Zoroaster. Even his birth was predicted by the astrologers his time. His birth was also predicted 500 years before his birth by astrologers of his time. What all these things are telling us that maybe astrology was always present. Okay, astrology is as ancient as the existence itself. Okay, there is nothing like origin or birth of astrology or beginning of astrology. Okay, uh, Osho says that there is a book of Osho on astrology, on many different occult sciences. Okay, it's that book name is Hidden Mysteries. Okay, in that book, he talked about many occult sciences, and last two chapters are dedicated on astrology. And he talked in depth about astrology, and he says so that like astrology is as ancient as the existence itself. If there was a beginning of existence, then we can say that there was a beginning of astrology. And if there is going to be an end of existence, we can say that there will be an end to like astrology. But right now the situation is that there is nothing like beginning of existence, nothing like end of existence. Likewise, there is nothing like beginning or origin of astrology, there is nothing like end of astrology. When I say existence, it doesn't mean this earth or this life we are living. Existence means the whole existence, the whole universe, all planets, all galaxies, everything. Okay, so just like the existence is always present, the word existence itself, something which is always existing. Okay, existence literally means something which is always existing. Likewise, astrology is always existing. There can be circumstances that people might have become aware of the role astrology plays in our life, or planetary placements in our chart plays in our life. People might have become aware at later stage, at some point of time. Parashara or other ancient sages like sage Bhrigu, or other sages have become aware of the like planetary impacts on our life, and that's when they started writing books and all. That is like their realization. But there is nothing like origin of astrology. Understand it like this: like gravitation pull was always there, gravitational force was always there. Newton was first one to realize it. Okay, Newton was the first person who realized that there is a gravitational force. So it is not that before Newton there was no gravitational force. Likewise, it is not that before these texts were written there was no astrology. Okay, astrology was always present. We started realizing at a later stage. Okay, so this is what I feel about origins of astrology. There is nothing like beginning. There is nothing like end of existence. Likewise, there is nothing like beginning or nothing like end of astrology. Okay, astrology is as ancient as the existence. Okay, so this is like the first thing I wanted to talk about, origins of astrology. In the next session, which I may like cover tomorrow, we will talk about different streams of astrology. Like we know that there is a huge like branch of astrology in Eastern astrology, Vedic system, and all. There is this tropical astrology. There are other different astrologies also. So we will discuss which one we should follow, which one we should not follow, and all. We will discuss that. We will understand that. Then after that, we will discuss about some general questions, like questions, concerns, doubts people have about astrology. So these like first 4 5 sessions will be about the basics. Okay. We will also talk about like my approach towards astrology, and we will talk about like how astrology chart is made and all. So this is what we will do initially for like first 4 5 sessions. Then I will be uploading one session on gunas, which I feel that it is the main thing about everything in life, everything in this worldly life and all we are living. Gunas are very important, and they are foundational to understand everything. So that session will be like the most important, and after that we will go through like houses and signs and planets and all. So that then we will start the journey of like actually learning. But these foundational sessions are very important. These like basic sessions which I am covering in the first week or 10 days time, they are very important. So today we learned only about the origin of astrology. I hope it is useful. I hope the next few sessions will also be useful. And thank you very much for being there always on last 10 years. And I hope this journey continues till the point I'm here. And let's study now through videos. We have all studied enough through writing. Now I study through videos. I hope this is helpful. Thank you. Take care. All the best.